Lottoriddles Reach. This is sharp. Come take a seat. Lottoriddles.com, Lottoriddles Reach division, Char base. And yes, you see that correctly. That is a 13. I purposely left that one out. I left a lot of stuff out because I didn't want to confuse you. So you'll see a lot of new additions we can explain. Hopefully I can slow down a little on this video because I had, thoughts everywhere. It's so much to this. It's so complex, and to try to do it in a reasonable time. So last video, I thought that I kind of cheated y'all out of showing more of inside the ring. It's not much, it's just the best I could do. And the best way to do that, I will explain this 13 to 26 hours a day. I'll explain that in the next video, because this video will be a prerequisite. But to show you more inside of the rings in their half, I can go ahead and start, I guess, by showing you the sun's path. And so if you ever saw this, any rings, 1010s, even I think in the thumbnail, you'll see the infinity symbol. They always pair. It's funny how the sun is back there behind, but don't ignore that. That's the fake one. The infinity symbol. I didn't know how else to do this. This is the sun's path. If you was ever confused about that, they put all of this symbology, in front of your face. This one is hard. 1010 is pretty hard to. This took a long time to figure out, but that's the sun's path. Let me correct or clarify something I said in one of my other videos. There are actually 4 suns. There are 2 to each ring. So there are 2 suns. These are my 2 for the, this side right here. And then you have them over here. So each ring is revolving around, each sun, is revolving around the rings in an infinity symbol. By the way, side note, I talked about, this is the 1010 series. The police have what's called the 10 codes. If you ever looked at the 10 codes, I think they be doing this slick sometime, just the people who know this stuff and figure it out. But they say 10-4 over. 10, although we look at this as the 20, this is 10-4. 10-4 over, as in the 10 portal from this ring going up to this one and this up. I'm sure that's what they meant. Now, everybody who know the 10 codes probably don't understand that, but that lines up too good to be a coincidence. 10-4 over, both 10 and the 4 are portals over to the other world, which is that top. So how can I do this? We'll get to these. Let me show you the sun first before we start. Now this is my little sun right here. Yo, it's kind of hard to do it how I wanted to do in Forge. I'm learning Forge. I'm not gonna blame Forge. Again, the last time I did Forge was Reach, Halo Reach, coincidentally, and I missed this. But this is my sun. The sun is actually white. I tried to get it as white as possible. The sun is, I can see how they give it like a little yellow glow, but the sun is actually white. It's not 93 million miles. Well, that's a bunch of crock-a-bull. It's not bigger than whatever. No, this is about the size roughly Okay, and so you're down here in your countries, and it's your water. And when you go up high enough, you hit the glass ceiling. Now, you see the sides of the ring. It's an invisible firmament, but it's water on the side. At the top, there's a glass ceiling, or the firmament up top. But, okay, so we know this 1010 portal over Washington, D.C. from the last video. Those ceilings are usually a little lower. Dang, I kind of made them similar. The ceilings are usually lower in the portal areas. But the normal areas, say this is the top of the ring, there's a rift. So this is a bunch of clear space all around the ring. If you follow this all around the ring, it's a empty void space, just like I explained with the 9 and 3. You see how that's an empty space? It's the same in this area. So this allows the suns to rotate around the rings with no problem, basically. And by the way, they can't get to the sun, so at least we safe on that. But directly outside of the rift, the opening that goes all around the rings, both rings have them. These little rift areas right outside of it is, okay, this is probably a bad job, but this is the water. So you can think of it as the waters above. They are held back. I assume it's by another firmament, clear firmament, so the water don't fall on the sun. This gives the sun its way to rotate. So just know this little graphic right here is the waters above. So they have the people so duped that they don't even realize that when they walk outside, if they see the blue sky, they're looking at water. And so you can see the sun. If you look at it from this perspective, you'll see the sun. It'll look like the sun is in our atmosphere. And then the water is behind it. Well, it's higher up. So if you ever wonder how the sun works, that's it. The sun has its own rift past the top ceiling firmament. Then the water is placed on top of it. And again, I want to reiterate that outside of the rings is filled with water. I want to give you that visual, but I have to clear some of this stuff up. All right, what were we doing? Okay, now let's go follow me with the sun's path. So from the best of my ability, what I've learned, the sun's time starts at the 9. So this sun, check this out. For the globe people, that basically my theory is there is no spinning earth with the sun. The sun revolves around the pipes, the ring. So on the bottom ring 1 main stage, that's what we call it. Hold on, I'm keeping my notes next to me. You start at the 9, and we go in an infinity path. Excuse me. So we're gonna go from the 9, and we're gonna cross over like this. This is how the sun goes. It's like, I'll show it to you. Then we can show you. Then it goes over here. Keep going. So you can see. This is just how the land is. It's Ocean 6. This is actually between. Oh, I learned how to work. I was messing with it. It's up like here. Here we go. So this is in between the 6 and the 7, because the 13, excuse my design, is actually right here. The 13 is the center. 26 hours a day. I'll show you how they manipulate that again next video. Then you go on over, and again, I'm still not showing much. Why I keep wanting to go down? We're gonna get to this, and then once it comes, it goes this way. Speed that up a little bit. So this is the infinity path. Now what you need to know is main stage, we're now on the eastern hemisphere. The sun goes on the main stage, ring 1, from right to left. The sun goes counterclockwise, ring 1. See? So if you thought this sun was going to the right, no, it's actually going this way. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna curve inward, and it's going to go this way again, just so we got an idea. So it's kind of giving you an idea of what that shiny thing is up there, and I'll show you what that is. So surprise, surprise, ring 1, the sun goes from right to left. And as you guessed, ring 2 being the inverse, ring 2, the Japan ring, it actually goes left to right, which is clockwise. You know how hard that was to figure out? That was really hard to figure out. But ring 2, suns rotate clockwise, and ring 1 is counterclockwise, and they go into infinity. Now, this is the kicker. When this sun is done over here, we know it goes down here and lights up this, right? That means every day there's a different sun. Every other day, the same sun comes back. So once this sun has heated up this area, the next sun to be over here is going to be this sun. And then once it's done its job, this sun will be back on its route. So again, you have 2 suns to each ring. Every other day, you'll get the same sun. The very next day, it's a different sun. So that goes for up here too. You see how like they really put in work to try to, deceive you with how our reality actually looks. 10-4 over. I'm sure y'all got that. The infinity symbol, that is the sun's path around the ring planets. All right, now follow me here. I want to do something. Their technology is called, they have technology called magnetic north. My theory is, and I know I'm right about this. Magnetic north keeps you in the center. All right. Make sure I mess things up. Keeps you in the center because when you are sailing, they don't want you to bump into the firmament, which is the sides of the pipe, basically. This pipe. It steers you away from the pipes, from the firmament, the waters of the firmament, the edge, basically. This is what magnetic follow. The whole compass thing is energy to keep you in the center of the ring. And God forbid you find or that edge, because as of right now, the demons are in control and they would take you out to keep that secret. We got that. All right. What else? Let's see. These stars, lights, the moon, that's all fake. It's all AI projections. This is a lie. Lie. All of that's a lie. They have AI, they have projections, they have all of these things to make it look like space is up top. They're duping you. Do not believe in this. It's beautiful now. It's a beautiful painting, creation, light show, however you want to put it. But that moon and these stars and all of this sky, it's all fake. Fake. I forgot one thing, but I can still show you. Okay, so let's get to this right here. Okay, so how we want to do this? We book a flight from, say, LA. You may go this way. Hit this portal at the 9. It takes you fly through this. I'm gonna do a whole video on portals. It flies you to this one on the 3. And next thing you know, you're in the Eastern Hemisphere. Okay? I want to give you just a visualization. Look, if I'm in China, I don't have to go to Singapore just to get to the Japan portal. I don't want people thinking that. I know somebody's gonna think that, and they're gonna say that doesn't make sense. If I'm in China, I can just fly upward directly to it. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to go directly to Singapore. You just cut through the air. So when I say the portal to Japan is over Singapore, that does not mean you go to Singapore. It means you can fly diagonal through the air. Just to give you an idea. It sucks that we're under gravity because they've stolen all of the air from us. It may be hard to fathom, but the air is space we can occupy. In our natural state, we'd be living in the air, and they basically stole it from us and hindered us to the ground. But yeah, back to this. They have portals. That's one of the big things they had in past Antarctica. They have portals to keep you in the upper ring. You fly right through them. And again, I'll do the video on portals coming up soon, because I gotta explain some things. But this is how they keep you in this upward ring. You're gonna stay right there. You're gonna go from this portal to this portal. And of course, as you may have guessed, with this lower ring that you're supposed to know nothing about, the 3 gets you to the 9 right here, and you stay in this area. Now there's also a portal at 6. I forgot to put it here. That's on me. I messed it up. Yeah, but if you get these same portals, basically the 369. The 369 has the man-made portals that you can fast travel through. You can fly through them and all of that. What did I just have on? I was just thinking of something. Oh, so with that being said, if you do a lot of top secret stuff, if you get hired for, say, hey, we got an assignment for you for something top secret. It's land that's not on the map. Your intelligence, your high up military, your Illuminati types, they can file classified flight plans. They can file classified flight plans and go past these portals at the 9 and the 3 that's meant to keep you in. So you got a whole bottom half down here full of land, life, civilization. You see what I'm saying? It keeps us locked in. All right, so we got the 26. I'm gonna explain that later, but yes, there's 13 hours in a half day. We got that 26 hours in a day. We know the sun's path are the infinity symbol. We know it's 2 suns to each ring, 4 suns in all. Ring 1 is counterclockwise, and ring 2, the sun goes clockwise. We know that in the glass ceiling there's a rift so that the suns have their shine. They can rotate uninterrupted, and that's what we want. And then we have the waters above. So these waters above is all over the ring. Let me check. What am I missing before I get to the next big thing? Got the rifts. Oh, I'm checking my notes. Give me a second. Projections. Different. Okay, so make sure y'all paying attention. This is why I'll end this video. But I got a trivia. Before we get into this up here, next video, I got trivia for you. Let's see if you've been paying attention. 10-4 over. All right, let me stop with that. What's another name for the Western Hemisphere? Give me another name for the Western Hemisphere. All right, I told y'all what the Western. I know some of y'all should get it. I told y'all what the Western Hemisphere. The Eastern Hemisphere is this 12-ish area to the right on over to the 6. Basically, common sense. This is the Eastern Hemisphere. You tell me what the Western Hemisphere. See if you can figure that out. And we'll keep this shorter. If I miss something, I'll just miss it and then I'll just get you in the next video. This is a very, very complicated thing to explain, but it's gonna be a series, and I got something really big for the portal stuff. I know that may be heavy. But the portals, it's in everyday use. You got aircraft flying through it every day. You don't even notice it. A lot of these portals that they use to fast excuse me, to fast travel, a lot of them are they're invisible. They're very faint. So even if you came to a portal, you probably wouldn't see it. It's very understand. Hold on, one second. They do not want me to get this out. They do not. You probably wouldn't even notice it if you went through a portal. It goes so fast. The way we got a video. I got a whole video planned for that, but it'll just feel like normal. All right, that's a big one. I can't wait to get to that because I actually had fun reaching this, but it shocked me. So again, Clock Universe. Well, the clock, the watch is based off the universe. Time is based off the universe. That's the secret. So until next time.